And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome into the Eskimo Brothers Wrestling Podcast. Low on the charts, but number one in our hearts. Tonight, we'll be doing WrestleMania 32 card predictions. You know, tonight was the Super Bowl. Congratulations to all those Broncos fans out there. I know Mike's a Broncos fan. Yep, there you go. There he is. Congratulations, Mike. Congratulations. It was a good. Actually, I mean that game was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
But
horrible.
No one really
Yeah.
did anything, to
Horrible
be
game.
honest. Like, I thought Peyton Manning would have done really better, especially Cam. I thought Cam would do better, but no. No one
I think Eli's
Okay.
about to hit his head against the wall.
Yeah.
did.
Just for the backstory, Mike was doing that accent all of last night in our call.
Like, I really wasn't trying to, and then when when Eli kept complaining, I just kept doing it intentionally.
This is attaboy. But yeah, you know, tonight was the Super Bowl, but WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl of wrestling. So it's like there's no better time for this. And we put a poll on Twitter if we should do this or review One Night in China, and this one. I mean, eventually down the line we'll do that One Night in China thing. But you know what? Tonight's the night for our Super Bowl. Yep. My name is Aiden. I am your host, and I'm joined here tonight by the Lucha Kid Eli
Yes, sir.
and Moneymaker Milk.
I,
I don't know why I had that in mind. I was like drinking a glass of milk earlier, and I was like, I want to call Mike Milk on the show. Like, I don't know what that was something I went out of my way to do, but cheap plug number one. Make sure to check us out on Twitter by going to twitter.com/EskimoBrosCast or simply by logging onto your Twitter account and searching at EskimoBrosCast. That is EskimoBrosCast.
Hey, Eli, you son of a bitch.
For those who don't know how to spell.
Cheap plug number two, while you're already on Twitter, tweet us using the hashtag EBWPodcast to have your tweets read on the show. We truly appreciate all of your critiques and analysis, I promise. Cheap plug number three, we added, as I said in the show yesterday, we added a donation button to our channel. To get to it, go to the home page of our channel and look to the right side until you find a little blue button that says support. We greatly appreciate any donations, and as I said, all of the money from the donations will go right into the quality of the show, with better microphones, all that good stuff. We want the best for you guys. We want the best. And so yeah, let's get into it. So what I did is I went to a website, and it was like an open forum, and I pulled some card predictions because I know us three we're probably gonna have very similar cards. So I mean apparently some pictures of Daniel Bryan came out, and he's in an airport going to the location of Raw. So before that, I had 4 match cards for WrestleMania. I was so confused. Heck, I even had Chris Jericho fighting The Undertaker in one of mine. I mean, I was so confused. I was so lost, but now I'm found with this addition of Daniel Bryan to the card. But anyways, we're going to get into that with the first one. Let's see how many matches this card has. I usually gauge the accuracy on how many matches a card has because some people on this website forgot how many matches a WrestleMania event has. It's usually around 7 to 8 on the main card and like 2 on the pre-show. Let's see, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, this one has 7, so we're good. It doesn't have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in it, so I think it's good. The first match it has is Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho versus Neville. I personally don't see Neville getting into such a relevant role in time for a match like this. I mean, Vince has done more surprising things than that, but I don't know. I just feel like he'll probably end up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And this was a talking point I was going to get to later, but might as well just cover it now. Is there a chance that you might put AJ Styles in a match for the IC title or the US title?
I don't think we should immediately.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I agree with you, but I'm looking at it from this perspective. When Kevin Owens came in and he was fighting John Cena, I wanted John Cena to win. I mean, I wanted Kevin Owens to win. I'm sorry. I wanted Kevin Owens to take the title from him, but he didn't. But I mean, was in the long run, was that a good idea? Not really, because it kind of just made the Intercontinental Championship look weaker as Kevin Owens took the title from Ryback because Kevin went like, oh, I couldn't get the U.S. title, so I might as well just go for the IC title, and he took it with ease from Ryback. But then again, it's Ryback. He looks like a giant roided up thumb. So, I mean, he looks like the gosh dang. He looks like a really roided up Alaskan bullworm, but it's like really pale. Like Brock is the Alaskan bullworm, but anyways. Otherwise, yeah, I could see Ambrose and Jericho involved in the Intercontinental title picture. As a matter of fact, that's the match I have on my card, but we'll get into that later. The
I
tag
saw
team
a
title match.
I saw a card with Styles versus Neville in
Styles, I actually saw that too. I might have copy and pasted it here. I'm not sure. That's an interesting choice. I also looked for the card that had the Ascension versus the Brothers of Destruction, but unfortunately I couldn't find it. Yes, that came from the same website, so yeah. That's actually something somebody thought was going to happen. I mean, it's not a Saturday show, so I don't have to joke about it, but yeah, somebody actually thought that was going to happen. And the person, oh, I forgot to mention that the person has AJ Styles winning the Intercontinental title in that match. Which I would do if you had AJ Styles in a title match, I'd have him win it, no matter what it was.
Well,
You just make him look weak.
I don't think he should be in really any title picture until he's been in the WWE for more than 1 to 3 months, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. But like, if they do end up putting him in a title match, he should definitely win it.
Yeah, you can't really make him look weak.
Yeah, exactly. Tag team title match: The New Day versus the Dudley Boys versus oh, this is kind of weird, versus Kalisto and Del Rio.
What?
Yeah. I'd say this match could. Yeah, I don't even I can't find sense in this. I don't think the Lucha Dragons are gonna be together. They might. I personally I mean, I'll get into that later, of course, again.
I think if they're gonna like keep them together, they might both be in like a United States ladder match type deal.
Yeah.
Like both of them in it.
Yeah. Not like this.
Yeah.
I don't see Kalisto and Del Rio teaming up, especially considering that they are fighting for the United States Championship in the in the pay-per-view before this. And what's gonna happen to the U.S. title? They're fighting for the title. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. Anyways, the person has the winners being the New Day, so the New Day retains. And their little side note is that the Raw after the night after WrestleMania is the debut of Enzo and Cass. Big pop, they write. Big pop. Spoiler alert, they're gonna get a big pop. Up next, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Yep. This is the match that we all had on our we did a 1.0. Let's call it a 1.0 prediction video a while ago. And this is the match that we pretty much all had. I actually changed mine.
So did I.
Yeah, okay. I assume I know what you're talking about. This person has winner is Charlotte. Oh, what the heck.
That'd be horrible.
Listen to the explanation though. Winner is Charlotte due to an interference by Ric Flair, setting up the first Divas cage match for the next pay-per-view. No, not happening at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. If it was let's say like Extreme Rules going into Payback, sure. But I hate to see a big match at WrestleMania end in nonsense like that. Well, I mean, to be fair, I actually think that one of the matches is gonna end up like that, and that is Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. That's on this card, but we'll get to that in a second here. I don't get this one either. United States Championship match. Kevin Owens is the United States Champion, and he is fighting Sami Zayn, which is a match I agree with, but I do not think in any way it is going to be for a title.
I think if anything, that match is gonna be like a stipulation.
Yeah, or I'm sure it's just probably going to be
two.
What I think is going to happen is I think this is the reason that they're not bringing this feud to the main roster right now is so they can do an Extreme match at Extreme Rules. And they can have a normal match at WrestleMania, and then Sami wins. And then at Extreme Rules, you have Sami, like, clinch the, because Kevin Owens technically has 2 wins on him in WWE standards. So if they were split even, Then you're 2-2. Sammy isn't dominant. You know, they both won matches over each other. They both won back-to-back. They're both Drake. And then down the line, you know, there's always that book is always waiting to have another chapter written into it. It's Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. They can feud for however long. It's one of those feuds that will never die, probably like John Cena and Randy Orton, except they're actually entertaining.
They were
Um,
entertaining back in the day.
yeah, back in the day, though, you mean. After like the 50th time, it was kind of getting a little bit old, but you
Yeah,
know.
'09 was the last time it was actually like
Yeah.
relevant.
Sami Zayn wins the match. Oh, the person spelled Sami Samy. Like,
Of course you did.
and I'm not gonna call this specific person out, but if you just go to the comment section of any video that has anything to do with Sami Zayn, so many. I don't know if it's a joke, but so many people spell his name wrong. It's always SAMMYZAYNE. Like, are you not looking at the title of the video?
Hey, I'm
Or-
here.
Oh, hey, Ellie.
I
What's
got
up,
my
dog?
Wi-Fi to work.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Round of applause for Ellie right now.
Oh, thank you.
Claps.
Thank you. No, it's not needed. Thank you.
Oh, Isaac said, stream is being weird right now. Let me go check it really quick, guys. I'm sorry.
Get the stream together. Come on.
It's working for me, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up with him. I think it might be your internet, Isaac. I'm not too sure though. Let's see here. Oh, the Undertaker match. This person has Undertaker versus Finn Balor.
Do we want to sit here and talk about potential Undertaker opponents right now?
Sure. At this point, I think the only option is really Braun Strowman. Like, as much as I hate to say it, like, who else? Okay, maybe Kane.
Kane.
Kane and Braun Strowman, but really, I mean, what match is going to be more? I think there's a reason that they're building towards Braun Strowman versus Big Show at Fastlane right now. Like, I mean, why else would they do that? Why else would they just bore us like that? It's because they want Braun Strowman to go over the Big Show, go over a big guy, go over a veteran. So it kind of makes sense. I think Vince is really high on Braun Strowman right now. You know, he's a big dude. I mean, I honestly feel like there's other big like I don't get like there are big dudes in NXT. They aren't like that big. They aren't little chubs like Braun Strowman and Mojo. Well, I mean, Mojo Roy is not really a big dude, but he still is a chub. A guy like Apollo Crews, for example. That dude is huge, right? Like, and he's super athletic. He's an amazing talent in the ring. But nope, let's push Braun Strowman. This dude barely has the physical ability to walk.
The dude
His
can't.
finisher is a hug. He can't fall over the top rope.
Oh my god, he can't go 2 minutes by himself.
I know. I don't know like what they're doing. I don't know how
Well,
that match would go.
Reports right now are that Taker's turning the match down. So
Yeah, but Taker, I mean, I think he's gonna have to settle for it eventually.
no, I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
So would you just drop a Taker match then?
I think that they have to adjust for Taker. I think they have to give him like a Bryan or a Rock or somebody relevant or Kane even.
Oh, you know what? They probably would give him Kane. So yeah, I'm gonna say the top two options right now are Braun Strowman and Kane. I wouldn't enjoy either of those matches if we're being honest. But you know what? You win some, you lose some.
What do you think of D-Bryan?
Vince, hold this L. I feel like Daniel Bryan. That is not the way. Like Daniel Bryan, I feel like I don't know where he's going. Like you usually have a general idea of where somebody's going, like when they're gonna retire or like they're just getting in. Like this star needs to be elevated. But Daniel Bryan's like riding the fence. Like I don't know when this dude's gonna retire. I'm sure he's not gonna be wrestling for that much longer, and he doesn't need to be pushed. He needs to put in his remaining time in the WWE. He needs to be putting people over. That's why I think it should be Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, because he can put over AJ Styles, and Daniel Bryan is a guy that the fans absolutely adore, so he's not going to have any of the problems of being like, oh, quote-unquote, buried by AJ Styles. No. People understand that he's putting AJ over. I don't think anybody would expect Daniel Bryan to win that match. It'd be a spectacular wrestling match. It appeased the indie fans or whatever, not the indie fans, but like the internet wrestling community, whatever you want to say.
Us internet
It
guys.
appeased them. What do you like?
Us internet guys.
Yeah, the internet dudes. You know that they take up like the majority of the fan base, but Vince is he refuses to acknowledge that still to this day. And yeah, I mean, I feel like Bryan versus Taker, as good as that might be, I feel like the story, there's not really a story behind it, and you couldn't really build a quick story behind it. And what's gonna happen afterwards? Are you gonna have Taker go over Bryan, and then like what's the point of even having Bryan wrestle the match? And then if you have Bryan go over, why would you have Bryan go over Taker in Taker's last match when he's a dude that's probably gonna retire soon? It just wouldn't make sense. I understood what they were. I feel like Lesnar going over Taker was like an investment because they know that Brock Lesnar is going to be going longer. His career has more longevity at this moment than The Undertaker. So when somebody goes over Lesnar big time, they're going to be able to say, oh, he just beat the guy who beat The Undertaker.
As I feel Bray Wyatt should.
Bray Wyatt should. I'd love to see Bray Wyatt be that guy. I mean, we might as well get into that right now because the next match on this card is Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar. I would absolutely, whatever interference, if you have to have the Wyatt family run interference for him to win, I'd understand, all right? But I would absolutely love nothing more than to see Bray Wyatt go over Brock Lesnar because who else, as I was talking about, who else is he going to put over, right? Roman Reigns doesn't need to be put over anymore. Seth Rollins, no, I don't want to, like, why would they no, I wouldn't do that. There's no guy I can think of that Brock should put over.
If they want Bray Wyatt to be this dominant force, he has to beat another dominant force. And
Exactly.
Who better than
Exactly.
Brock Lesnar?
It needs to be somebody like a Bray Wyatt. And if you want to establish Bray Wyatt in the future, like you already have this guy coming into this WrestleMania with 2 losses. So I don't know. I feel like it'd be a bad decision overall. Anyways, the next match on the card is Triple H versus Roman Reigns. I feel like we can just avoid talking about that one because that one is it's really just written in the you could not dispute the fact that this match is gonna happen at this point. It's pretty obvious.
I'm sorry, Aiden, were you about to say that match was written in the stars?
No, I was not gonna say that match was written in the stars.
It totally sounded like you were gonna say that. I think you were. Don't lie to me.
Nope,
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
no.
I know you.
Not.
I know you.
I
Aiden,
was
you can't
not.
lie to me. You can't.
I was not gonna do that.
You were gonna do that.
I was gonna say written in the books.
Sure.
Stop hating. All right, how many more of these fan cards should I go through? Like 2 more, 1 more.
Do like 1 or it's up to you, 1 or 2.
Well, let's see how long it goes. I'll talk about this one because this one kind of has an interesting spin on it. I feel like this card is probably gonna be pretty inaccurate in the long run, but I'm still gonna check it out. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho, which is probably gonna be the most accurate match in this card because I feel like it's gonna happen. Money in the Bank ladder match.
What?
Now this is where the card spirals downhill.
What?
Roman Reigns versus Sheamus versus Del Rio versus Ziggler versus Neville versus Kofi Kingston. Am I watching the 2015 Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Like, how many guys did they switch out? 2? Goodness gracious. Wait, like Roman was in it, Sheamus was in it, Ziggler was, Neville was, Kofi was. The only new person in that match is Del Rio. Goodness gracious. The winner is Roman Reigns. Despite the league
WrestleMania?
Yes, this is a WrestleMania card. But Eli, don't worry, it gets worse, alright? Gosh, I don't know why I started. It's like I'm just digging myself in a hole right now. Big Show versus Braun Strowman.
Stop it. Stop it.
You heard me right. A Big Show versus Braun Strowman. Their reasoning? Establishes Strowman as the new Giant after eliminating Show in the Rumble. If that's establishing Strowman as the new Giant, can we just please take all the Giants and send them to the 5th dimension with Stardust, please? Just get them all away. Just take those Giants away. Like, goodness gracious, if this match happened, you're losing my viewership.
Aiden.
What?
Earlier today, when my Wi-Fi was not being a little bitch, went back and I watched the Stardust versus Zack Ryder match, and it was a pretty fucking good match. Like, I'm not saying that because I'm biased towards Stardust, but no, I'm serious. Go back and watch the match. It was good.
We are talking about.
Yeah, we're talking
Big
about
Show
Big Show
versus
versus Braun Strowman right now.
You said take everybody to the
I mean, you literally should have just waited until the next match on the card, because the next match on the card.
Okay, Aiden, here's the thing. I could have, but I'm impatient. I don't like waiting.
Like, literally, the next match on the card is Goldust versus Stardust.
That's a beautiful match.
Literally. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, but the winner would be Goldust, because it is loser leaves WWE, and this would bring back Cody Rhodes.
Oh, that would be really good.
No. I'm sorry. Okay, listen to my card, alright? When I go through my card, I want you to listen to my card and tell me a match I can knock off in place of that. It doesn't exist. You can't have that many matches on their card. This person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Like, as much as I'd love to see that, you wanna throw it on Fastlane? Sure. You wanna throw it on Extreme Rules? Sure. But there's not a place for it on WrestleMania.
Okay, you must have misunderstood what I said. I said the match was a good idea. I didn't say it was gonna happen.
Oh no, I'm just saying for this person that wrote this. I don't. It's not gonna happen. Sorry. Shut Isaac. This match. Speaking of matches that aren't gonna happen, I'm pretty sure like the rest of this card is matches that probably aren't gonna happen. Oh yeah, I mean pretty much yeah. Up next, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
See,
Why? Why would you tack? No. Why would you tack on AJ? Where would AJ Styles play into this equation of Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn? He's like, oh hey guys, I have nothing to do. Can I join your fight? Like, I don't like. Why would this help? The person says a lot of history and backstory. What do you mean? Okay. Sure, they've fought on the Indies before, right? But guess what? A lot of people have fought on the Indies before. That doesn't mean they automatically have like stories written behind them. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, it didn't have to be a story. They could have completely ignored it, and they could be completely two separate entities right now. But they played up on their indie relationship, and they built it into NXT, and now they're building it into the main roster. They have never once mentioned the battles between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in Ring of Honor or whatever companies they fought in. They've never mentioned it. It doesn't have a story. So basically what you're telling me is that you have nothing to do for AJ Styles, so you're just going to throw him on to Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. That's all I say. The next match, Bray Wyatt versus Kane.
Did that already happen?
Yeah, it's happened a lot of times. Let me just say this is not going to happen. Voice crack. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. Their description is just rounds off their rivalry and gives Bray momentum to push on this year.
I mean, yeah, it would be nice to see Bray go over.
Yeah, but he's going over Kane, exactly. What is Kane? He's been a laughingstock these past few months. He lost to Seth Rollins, and now he's digging himself in a deeper hole. He's probably reaching the core of the earth right now. I just throw Chub Bray Wyatt right on top of him and snap his neck. Why don't you? Yeah, I'm not even talking about that really. The next match, Tag Team Championship, The New Day versus the Dudleys versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus the Usos versus the Social Outcasts versus the Lucha Dragons. There's not even enough sides to the ring for this match. What the heck? There's how many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There aren't enough sides, bro. How is this gonna happen? Is it like a tornado match? It doesn't say it's a tornado match. And your winners are Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. No. Just no. Please no. Not gonna happen. No, please. Just 4 teams. Or 3 teams. Whatever floats your boat. Divas Championship. Charlotte versus Paige versus Sasha versus Becky. I feel like this match would be pretty accurate, but I'd axe out Paige because I don't.
See, I would say the same thing, but in all honesty, I don't think it would really matter that much.
Yeah, I mean Vince is probably gonna throw in whoever he pleases, really. If Vince wants Paige in there, it doesn't have to matter from a storyline standpoint at this time. He's gonna throw Paige in there because you know what? This is all the Divas wrestling you're gonna get. It's probably gonna be less than 10 minutes, and it's gonna be. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see this match be good. I like to see them succeed, but I feel like throwing Paige in the mix, kind of just the match is already teetering on having that NXT feel and that main roster feel. But I feel like if you throw Paige in there, then it's just gonna be like another main roster mess. But I feel like if it's Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky, if those 3 go in there with the mindset that this has to be the greatest match we've ever performed, I feel like it could be the greatest match that they've ever performed, whatever time they have. If they got 9 minutes, if they've got 5 minutes, they're probably going in there saying, let's make the best of these 5 minutes possible. Because I know I don't like Charlotte right now. I pretty much hate her character, and I don't like her as a wrestler at the moment. But I know she has potential. I know Sasha is a great talent. I know Becky is a great talent. So this can happen. I don't know if I'd put Paige in there, but it can be successful. The next match is once in a lifetime Sting versus Taker.
That would be pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind it.
I
I'd
wouldn't
like that.
mind it, but I feel like is Sting gonna be ready?
Yeah, is Sting even healthy?
I think so.
I don't. Is he like I don't know. I don't
I
know.
haven't read anything. That's what my brain's telling me. I'm probably wrong. But it's been long enough, hasn't it?
And how would you build this feud? That's my question.
Well, it would be an easy way to build a feud.
But how do you? Okay, let me rephrase that. How do you establish it? Do you have Taker come out and say, "Hey guys, my name is Undertaker," and then Sting comes out. He's like, "I want to fight you."
Well, no, I think probably, from my point of view, the best way to do a Sting versus Undertaker thing at WrestleMania would be Sting. Obviously, he's not the youngest guy ever, and he wants to make an impact on someone who's been in the WWE for a long time. Kind of the same way that they were going to go about the Triple H and Sting thing, but not like it's WWE versus not ECW, it's WCW. It's going to be like 2 greats going at it, just for the hell of competition. And so Sting goes that he wants to try fighting The Undertaker at WrestleMania, because then he could really cement himself in the WWE.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Just my only concern. I do like that story. I do like the narrative you're spinning. Just my only concern is the way that you'd first establish it. Like, how are you gonna very first, like, how is everybody going to know about this? Like, what is Taker? I feel like if it was coming off, like, it'd make more sense if, like, let's say Taker just fought somebody at Fastlane, right? And he comes out the next night and he's like, oh, that was like a lesson to everybody, like, you know, like, the Phenom never dies and blah blah blah. And then Sting interrupts him, like. That's a way to establish it because, you know, people might not have been expecting that. But if Taker came out for a promo, wouldn't you kind of be expecting somebody to just come out? Like, why else would they do it? And it just kind of seems like a cheap way.
It'd be kind of like, I want no one but one of the absolute best as my last opponent at Mania or something. And then.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
He calls out Sting.
He could call. Okay. So all right. So he could come out and say, like, pretty much announce his retirement. Say, like, this is gonna be like my last match. Like, I'd rather have like nobody like the dream match, everybody. And then he calls out Sting. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd dig that. I could buy it.
Like, you actually see like a human aspect of Undertaker for once.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Um, do we want to cover another match? I mean another card. Oh wait, let me cover the main event real quick on this one. It was Roman Reigns, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar. You know why?
Because why not?
Okay, well Brock Lesnar wins the Fastlane match, right? So it's gonna be Brock versus Triple H. But Roman Reigns, you know how he won the Money in the Bank, right? Earlier in the show, he won the Money in the Bank. He comes out and he cashes in. But you know what?
Seth Rollins.
But you want to know what though? No. He cashes in before the match even begins.
So he pulls a John Cena.
Yeah. And
Wow.
you want to know how it ends?
How?
Brock Lesnar wins.
Oh, of course.
So rest in peace to Roman Reigns' career. He literally just came out, like, cashed in and lost clean. Oh, and I forgot to mention that whatever match Bray Wyatt was in, it was like a #1 contenders match. So like Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar for the world title at Extreme Rules. Anyways, we should probably, we've been talking about this for a while. We should probably get into our own cards now. Eli, do you want to start us off?
Yeah.
All right.
Pull the notes. All right. So I think they're gonna have the battle royal on the pre-show again.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I feel like somebody like Mark Henry might go over. It being
One
in
time for Mark.
Dallas. Yeah. One last hurrah, as little as the hurrah might be. It could be Mark Henry's last rodeo.
Agreed.
And then the tag team match will also be stuck on the pre-show. New Day versus Dudleys versus Usos. And the Dudleys win their 10th at WrestleMania. I feel like that does two things, the 10th, and the New Day gets something fresh for once. And the first time for
Agreed.
months.
The New Day. Gosh, I don't even know if I can survive the New Day holding the titles all of the way up until WrestleMania. Goodness
That'll
gracious.
be tough. It'll be tough.
I remember when I used to like the New Day.
Me too. Those were good days.
Good days. All right, what's next on your card?
Okay, we go to the main card. We have the United States title ladder match because that could be literally anything at this point. So I just put this. And I think Kalisa's riding a hot streak right now, so I don't see why he wouldn't keep the title.
Yeah, I would definitely not have him. If I don't have a ladder match, actually, that's probably a smarter choice. I probably should put the ladder match. I'll keep my card though. I'm not gonna steal your ideas. I would like in reality though. I'd probably switch mine to a ladder match. But yeah, I would not have Kalisto defend his title in a ladder match and just have him lose.
Yeah, because he's hot right now, and he could be the next big thing, in my opinion.
Yeah. If treated correctly, yes.
Yeah, definitely. And then I have Sammy versus KO in some sort of stipulation, like a false count anywhere, no DQ, street fight, something.
That'd be good.
Like that. And Sammy going over.
Of course.
And then an IC title match, we have
Premature, sorry.
Dean versus Chris Jericho, with Dean going over, obviously. And then this is kind of like just a little wild card thrown in. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Because who do you stick Styles with at this point? It's a question mark. It could be Jericho, could be Bryan,
It is a question mark.
Could be Neville even, but
Styles and Jericho. Styles and Taker are big question marks right now.
Yeah. See, I think Orton would be good for Styles because obviously Styles would win.
What if Styles fought Taker?
That'd be interesting, but I feel like it's too soon to throw him in
Yeah,
such a high-profile
WWE
feud.
I was just kind of teasing.
It'd be cool to see maybe if Taker
you know
had
what?
one more year in him.
Hold on, I posted a Twitter poll earlier saying who would you want? I said who would you want Daniel Bryan to fight at WrestleMania, assuming that he is at WrestleMania. Right now it is at 67% AJ Styles, 33% Taker. Interesting. All right, Eli, you can continue now.
All right, we have Deal's title triple threat. Charlotte versus Becky versus Sasha. With Sasha going over because that's the only thing that makes any sense.
Because please, Vince.
Continuing, we have Bray versus Brock, with the winner being Bray in some screwy fashion. Hopefully. Please, Vince. Because please, Vince.
Please, Vince, please.
And then we have Undertaker versus question mark.
Dude, Vacant is my favorite wrestler.
Me too, man. Me too. I couldn't pick anybody for this. We have Bryan, we have Strowman, we have Kane.
It's a question mark. It is. It really is a question mark.
It is.
There are a few question marks, but I really try to fill in the holes with my cards. Like I try my best, guys. Like, please don't hurt me.
It could be Hogan.
Oh God, no.
I read that today. It could be Hogan.
If it's Hogan, I'm literally just gonna like get myself abducted by aliens. Like,
or Cena.
I would try to.
If he's Super Cena, or Cena.
Or Cena, yeah.
Which I would like to see.
I can see that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. And then WWE title match, Roman Reigns versus Triple H, with Shawn Michaels as the special guest ref. Because
Ooh.
they had Batista, there were reports Batista turned down the special guest ref spot for this match. And now Vince is reaching out to Shawn. So
I think a lot of people are forgetting this. In an interview, Stone Cold said he has a role at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
He said that he can't reveal the creative plans, but he is doing something at WrestleMania. So in my opinion, he should be. Would you have him be the special guest referee in that match?
I would not mind that at all.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, Stone Cold is a big draw.
Yeah.
It's in Texas too. People are gonna love that. Who cares if it makes sense? It's Stone Cold. All right, is that it for your card?
Yeah.
All right, Ellie.
Roman wins, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Roman wins, LOL. Ellie, what's your card?
Due to me being busy and not realizing the time that it was, I didn't get the opportunity to make my card, even though I had all day and I was being lazy. But
Shame.
I could probably throw something together if Mike's here and he would give me the time. Is Mike alive?
I don't think Mike is alive.
Probably crying because
I don't think Mike made a card. He didn't. He never told me he did.
Shit.
It's alright. I can just go. It's fine.
Alright.
So let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull up my card here. All right. For the Divas title match, I have Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. As Eli said, I feel like this is the most logical option at this point. I wouldn't do it some other way. Just please no. I wouldn't toss Paige in there. Please no, Vince. My United States Championship match, I have Kalisto versus Sin Cara.
See, I would like to see that, but
yeah, I feel like they're probably gonna do the ladder match, but yeah. It also would be a good way if you're gonna have Kalisto be a singles wrestler. It'd be an interesting match. You'd give the U.S. It's a story that technically writes itself. It would kind of be awkward, but I think it does write itself. And it's just a good way to separate them, so you don't have to deal with that anymore. You don't have to have the Titus O'Neil, Darren Young complex.
What do you think of a sort of meltdown if they were both involved in that ladder match? A sort of meltdown between the two.
Like they're like the last people standing or something.
Yeah, and then
they just like start going at it.
And then that sets up like a little rivalry, like Extreme Rules Payback.
That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that one bit. Anyways, next on my card I have AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. As I said, I feel like Daniel Bryan should be putting somebody over, and there's nobody better for him to put over right now than AJ Styles. It would be a good match. A great match, I should say. A phenomenal match.
Phenomenal.
It would be a crisp match.
Crisp. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And I'd really enjoy it. I feel like it's a good thing for AJ Styles to do. It'd make more sense than AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, in my opinion. I feel like there's a better story to tell, like Daniel Bryan, he's looking for that next best thing. He's looking for, he's like they get tell the story like AJ Styles, like you're the next to me, right? Like the fans love you. You're not the biggest guy, but like you fight until your last breath and all that. I feel like that's a story that tells itself, not just because he got eliminated by the person in the Royal Rumble match. Automatic feud.
No.
That's pretty much like, yeah. My next match on the card, Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose. I don't know how you'd book this one. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you'd book this one, but I feel like Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose, I feel like they most likely have chemistry with each other. It'd be a great match. And it'd be a good way to put Dean in a relevant situation at WrestleMania. Otherwise, I don't know, some of my other ideas were maybe Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not.
honestly, like, obviously Chris Jericho is really good on the mic, and
Yeah,
Dean Ambrose isn't half bad on the mic.
he's not bad, no.
There would probably be a lot of different ways to build up Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose and have like a legitimate feud there to where they really don't like each other.
Yeah,
Like,
but the only thing I'm struggling with is the fact that at Fastlane, Styles is probably going to be going over Jericho, and I don't I don't really like stories where it's like this person's going into a title match after just losing a match.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
but you know what? It's a match I'd love to see. It's a match I'd love to see, and I cannot dispute that. Up next, I have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I've already said enough about this match. I've spoken its praises. I've praised the goodness of this idea multiple times, many, many, many times. Just go check like literally any single show. I swear I'll tell you how good of an idea Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens is. And you know what? It's February 7th, 2016. WrestleMania is quickly approaching. And my heart is still set on this match. It has not budged an inch. This match needs to happen. Please, Vince. Please. My next match is Undertaker versus Braun Strowman. I mean, I don't know. I should have just put a question mark because I honestly don't know who the Undertaker is gonna fight. It could be Braun Strowman. How much truth do those statements really hold? It's the dirt sheets that are saying that stuff, right? So I mean, it's whatever. Like I'm not sure what they're probably gonna do with the situation. Like I don't know. I can't even put it into words right now. I'm stumbling over myself.
Get it together.
Sorry. Up next, I have Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. This is one of the obvious feuds I feel like they're already building to. You have an interesting narrative. Okay, hold on. Let me explain myself. All right.
Get it together. Okay, get it together.
Story. I was gonna say story, but then I was like, no, I want to sound cooler, so I want to say narrative. So I said narrative. But yeah, it spins an interesting narrative.
There you go. Good job.
Instead of just it being like a one-on-one, Brock has an intimidating opponent. It's almost like a 4-on-1 because now you have the outside aspect of the Wyatt family involved in the match, and that can do wonders for this feud. And it's going to be interesting seeing Brock in a vulnerable position. If they book it correctly, he should be at least. I don't want to see Brock coming out destroying the entire Wyatt family. Unless you want to put Bray over clean at WrestleMania. But if Bray's going over, I highly doubt it's going to be clean. It's probably going to be interference from the Wyatt family. But you know what? I'll take whatever I can get as long as Bray Wyatt goes over. And if Brock goes over, I'll probably sit there and I'll shrug my shoulders because I don't know what else I was expecting. Thanks, Vince. I have Triple H versus Roman Reigns in the main event. I don't know what you do with this match. I'd put some sort of special guest referee, whether it's I don't know what The Rock's doing. I mean Stone Cold said he was getting involved. Like I don't know what's going on with that. But I do feel like this match needs something special to it because they keep on calling this like the biggest WrestleMania in history, and right now, looking at this undercard, I know it's credited to how many injuries there are, and that this match would be or this card would be so great without all these injuries, but you still have to look at it from that perspective. You would have had Triple H versus Seth Rollins, right? You probably would have had Roman versus Brock. That's another big match. That's 2 big matches. John Cena versus Taker, huge match. All these huge matches, like it would have been like written just so. It would have been a great Mania, but unfortunately, a lot of people got hurt, and Vince is doing his best. Vince always, I mean, sometimes he's had his rough spots. What was it, WrestleMania 27?
That was horrible.
Yeah, he has his rough spots, having the Miz main event gag. But, you know, most of the time, Vince can put on a good show. I have some. Oh, I forgot to even mention that I didn't even write down a tag team match because I didn't even bother with the pre-show. But I'd probably put the New Day. I'd put the Dudleys. I'd put the Usos, and I don't know. Is there even another team that's relevant enough to be in this match?
No.
Yeah,
Social Outcast.
Yep. The social outcast thing. No, just please no. And I'd have the. I don't know at this point. I feel like it'd be cool to give the Dudley boys their 10th reign, right? But at the same time, I'm kind of sensing a big Cass Enzo Amore debut the night after WrestleMania, and I feel like they should go right into a feud with the New Day. But would you have that be a title match feud?
See,
Or
I don't know. I feel.
Or maybe they want to put them on, like, they don't want to give them the title right away, so you give it to the Dudleys, and then but the first feud for the New Day is Enzo and Cass, and Enzo and Cass go over, but at the same time they're not winning titles.
What do you think of Enzo and Cass staying for like 2 more months? And
Like
the Dudleys and
2 more months after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Uh
Because it's not as like predictable.
Yeah, but I feel like Enzo and Cass should be the post-Mania debut. Unless you want to, what would it be, like Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe? I don't know. But I feel like Enzo is a good option for that, and Cass. And then again, you're also bringing up Carmella too in that mix. And there does need to be some new divas because right now it's kind of it's getting stale already. I know you brought up Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte in the summer. Oh, I got a sneeze coming on.
Bless you.
All right, no, I'm good. You cursed me. You literally just cursed me.
You're welcome.
But yeah, what was I saying?
Stop.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah, didn't know if you knew that. Just wanted to help you out there.
Oh, thank you very much. I really
We were
appreciate
talking
it.
about Divas Division and how.
Oh, yeah. I feel like, I mean, I know Carmella's not the best, but it just needs any breath of fresh air that it can get at this point. You have Carmella. You can bring up Alexa and Bamf whenever. I don't know. I feel like Bamf is a team that might get released. Seeing that Bull Dempsey got released, you might release not Alexa, but Blake and Murphy. Like, do you really see Blake and Murphy having main roster success?
No.
Yeah. If they ever even do make it to the main roster, they're gonna flop within a month, and then they're gonna be jobbing out to the Ascension.
Okay,
Just like every single team
be
should be.
said about Enzo Amore and Big Cass.
But they've got character.
They've got character, that's fine, but there have been a lot of tag teams in the past that have had a whole lot of character that just disappeared.
I know, but Blake and Murphy, they don't even have character.
Their character is Alexa.
Their character is literally just having bad theme music. Their entrance is hurting my eyes, and my absolute pure hatred for Murphy. That is their gimmick.
Okay, but that's you. You're like probably the only one that hates.
No, I mean I hate both of them, to be honest. From a wrestling standpoint, all Alexas aside, I really don't like Bamf. I don't like Bamf whatsoever. Well, I mean, just drop the A. I like Alexa, but I don't like Boomf. Boomf can go away. Like, I feel like they don't have anywhere to be on the main roster. I kind of wanted to. It's an interesting point. It's off topic from this, but we're pretty much done for the night anyway. So let's end the show on this. You've got a pretty big NXT roster right now. And I was wondering. I mean, I was surprised that they released Bull Dempsey.
I don't
And I
think
know.
he released him. I think he quit.
I saw from a website they got released along with Marcus Louis and
I saw that he
Supposed to
tweeted
go
out that
far.
he left. Like,
what did you
from,
see, Eli?
I've seen both. I
Yeah,
can't.
I've seen both. Oh, I haven't. I've only seen one. So no, we're pretty much like split down. Let's go to NoDQ.com because guess what? NoDQ.com is literally the best website to find
okay,
your.
don't kiss ass. Don't kiss ass.
What do you mean? No, I'm promoting them because I get my results from them. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's a saying. I mean, they have thousands and thousands of viewers. We got like 50. It's a pretty fair situation. All right. I'm trying to find NXT stars, NXT. Okay, it says they were released. Okay. As noted earlier, NXT star Bull Dempsey has been released by WWE. We can now confirm the releases of Sylvester Lafort, Marcus Louis, Oscar Vasquez, and Pete Howard. So, I mean, did all those guys quit at once, or did Bull Dempsey quit? I mean, it just kind of, I don't know. Let's just say for story's sake that Bull Dempsey was fired and that he was released. And I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go to the main or not the main roster, the NXT roster, and I want to see who would you release? Who has no potential on the main roster for success? Let's start with I'm gonna go through the list. The Vaudevillains. I feel like they're a character that Vince could play around with.
Yeah, they could be like
He'll probably get bored of them really quickly, but Angelo Dawkins, I barely know anything about.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he tagged with JJ like once.
probably.
He did.
Was that when JJ was like on the search for a tag team partner and then he found Gable?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Baron Corbin. Obviously, I wouldn't release Corbin. I'm skipping over the obvious people that you wouldn't release, like a Apollo Crews or Asuka.
John Polo.
No, not John Apollo Crews, bro. That's his alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
John and Eden.
Yeah. That's like my brother though. Bamf. Would you say Alexa Bliss? Let's say Alexa Bliss specifically. Does she have main roster value?
Yes.
I do agree. I feel like she's probably the best heel in NXT right now for the Divas. And then Blake and Murphy. Do they have any value?
No. Well, they're pretty talented, but I don't see their characters lasting on the roster.
Yeah, I feel like they'd probably get released eventually down the line.
What characters? They don't have a characters.
The Dubstep Cowboys, bro. That's what all their fans call that. That's what all 5 of their fans called them. Dana Brooke. I feel like Dana Brooke does have main roster value.
Me too. I could see Vince doing something with her.
Yeah, I feel like Vince could get behind that. I'm
maybe
sure
he could
Vince...
wipe while he's back there.
I was gonna make it
Dana Brooke,
like that.
the Fitness World chicks.
Yeah, Dana Brooke does fit some role. Dash and Dawson. That's an interesting one.
Dash and Dawson.
I can tell you right
talented.
now, they will not work as singles wrestlers.
Okay, yeah, they'll definitely not work as singles wrestlers. That's
They're probably going to be the new, like, I know you like to pretend like the Ascension's the greatest tag team of all time, but I think that they're probably going to be the new Ascension if they get called up.
Like, but what do you mean by that? They're going to put on face paint and turn into the Illuminati?
No, like, they're going to be, like, the badass, quote-unquote, tag team that, like, the Ascension is supposed to be, but in all reality, they're not going to be that good, and no one's going to be afraid of them.
Yeah, but I think Dash and Dawson have actual talent, as opposed to the Ascension that are just kind of like bigger dudes, gothic gimmicks, and they just they go out there and they're not like terrible wrestlers, but they're not amazing wrestlers. Does Nia Jax have any main roster value?
I feel like that's another one that Vince could probably work around somehow.
Yep. put her in a feud with Tamina Snuka. I feel that'd be a Vince thing to do.
Bring Karma in, make it a triple threat.
Oh gosh, yes, please. Ty Dillinger.
No.
I feel like Ty Dillinger is the guy that's gonna get released from NXT. I feel like he would be one of those guys because right now I don't see Ty Dillinger ever serving a purpose in NXT. This is my my theory. If you cannot get yourself over in NXT, then you cannot get yourself over on the main roster. If you're not relevant in NXT, and really relevancy is gauged on your talent and your character. And I know that I've seen, like, if you watch Breaking Ground, these people, they have their say in what they're doing. Obviously, they have input from their higher ups, but it's based on what you do. Chad Gable, for example. Take Chad Gable. He's not an indie wrestler. He wasn't spoon-fed into success. He earned it by being an entertaining wrestler and an entertaining character, cutting entertaining promos. And, I don't know, it's just like Jason Jordan, you know? They're finding success right now. That's why I skipped over Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, because they are the success story of NXT right now, in my opinion. And when they go to the main roster, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of success because they're an amazing team, no matter what Vince does. It's the same thing with a guy like a Daniel Bryan. Vince didn't want to push Daniel Bryan, but the fans got behind him, so he ended up having to. He ended up having to give Daniel Bryan the world title. It's going to be the same because people are going to love Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. I honestly think Cesaro was on the way to relevancy before he got hurt. I think Vince was going to start that out. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope when he comes back, he comes back a new man and just dominates. I'd love to see that. How about what I'd love to see is what if they did Sami Zayn versus Cesaro at SummerSlam? What if they just had Sami Zayn come up and his entire story was like, I want to right all of my wrongs, and his wrongs were losing to Kevin Owens and losing to Cesaro. So he beats Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, and then he beats him again, or whatever, and then he gets into a feud with Cesaro, and he beats Cesaro at SummerSlam.
Wouldn't mind that at all.
That would be like a 6-month grace period of absolute pure joy for me. I mean, if you haven't seen Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, I greatly suggest checking that out because both of their matches, the 2 out of 3 falls and the one at Arrival, 2 amazing matches. They have such great chemistry in the ring. Same with Kevin Owens, you know. It's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, obviously somewhere down the line you've got to do Sami Zayn versus Cesaro, right?
It only makes sense.
Yeah. And if that's, I mean, I don't know. Would you have Sami go over? I feel like why would you have him lose again, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like in that time, from when Cesaro returns around WrestleMania to SummerSlam, you can make him look like a total beast. And after he loses to Sami, whatever, have it be some sort of like respect thing, right? Where he loses and respect, and then put him, please, like, do not let that ruin him. Put him into something directly after that.
Yeah, because I feel like Sami could then like move on to an Intercontinental United States title feud after that Cesaro feud. Like, I righted my wrongs, and now I can focus on gold.
Exactly. That's a beautiful story, and that is something that NXT stars have lacked as of late. A guy like Neville, Lucha Dragons, Tyler Breeze, they're coming up there to the main roster just because Vince says, I want new guys. They don't have a purpose. They don't have even, I'm sure they don't even have a 2-month plan ahead. Vince is like, with Tyler Breeze, put him against Dolph Ziggler like 17 times in a row. And that was the end of Tyler Breeze, believe it or not. You haven't seen him on TV since, huh? I mean, well, man, you have if you're like watching him job to Titus O'Neil, or like watching Superstars as of late. But I mean, I feel like Sami Zayn, he does serve a purpose, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much the entire NXT roster of guys I feel like they would potentially release eventually. Shall we wrap up the show now?
I think so.
All right. we gave our WrestleMania predictions. You know, this is our 2.0. Oh, I'll go wait. I mean, I called the video WrestleMania 32 card predictions, but I should probably put 2.0 because you know this is our second one.
And fun fact, the
fun
first
fact.
episode of the podcast that I was on was a WrestleMania prediction card.
Oh yeah, I remember now. And that was the episode when Rain came back. He's like, "I'm back," and I missed the review. Fuck.
I can't believe I missed that still. I'm back, and I missed Rain's reaction.
Fuck.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I couldn't say it myself. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for tonight. We're probably gonna have, I'd say like one more. Will we do another one of these, or should this be like our final WrestleMania card predictions? Maybe one like right after Fastlane.
I feel like after Fastlane they might be kind of.
Okay, if it's not redundant after Fastlane, if it's not redundant, we'll do one. But I mean, this could be our last one. But you know, we had a fun night of talking about WrestleMania, and then you know, a little bit of a NXT discussion. Rest in peace to Bull Dempsey. Anyways, guys, thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you to everybody who's going to watch in the future. Thank you to everybody that is hearing these words right now. We greatly appreciate you. We're going to be back tomorrow night with our review of WWE Monday Night Raw. I'm sure it's going to be a doozy. Apparently Daniel Bryan's supposed to be there. That should be good. He got a haircut. He's looking fresh. And, yeah, make sure to check us out on Twitter at Eskimo Bros Cast. That is EskimoBrosCast.
Get it, Eli.
For those who don't know how to spell.
And have yourself an amazing night. Peace out, everyone.